Hey, this is not the start of the stream, but I need to, like, start the stream to talk to you guys about, a content creator's... Whoa. I'd like to introduce you all to non-stream friendly shirts. It is shirts like these that do not capture well on camera and do crazy kind of bitrate things. I was not realizing I was wearing one. I'm going to change, and then the episode will start, so I will be right back. Queen of Hearts, that's right. I know our theme now. Alright, take me back over. Good day, good people, so they're fine day in the year of the Vibrant, Toon Link Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, and Omakar. You know me as the man who is getting used to this new headset. There are a lot of, like, audio settings on this headset that I still need to adjust. It sounds fine for you, but for me, the Danganronpa Hunger Games, I think I need to play around with the levels a little bit. In terms of volume, they're fine, but this has, like, 6 different, like, presets and then a custom mode. I need to fix custom, because I think I'm so used to, like, a certain, like, crispness of audio, and I almost have that crispness on two of these audio settings. I just need to slightly edit it for custom, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, now we're back. We're crispy. Snap, crackle, and pop will be proud. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time yet again for the Danganronpa Hunger Games. This is the Queen of Hearts episode. Every episode has been kind of Hearts themed. We're talking gamblers today. As a certified G, as in gambler, I am here today bringing you guys teams that are, I think, would be the most likely to do a good chunk of gambling. So let's get into it. Let's introduce everybody who's here first and foremost. We got the sparring partners, Moko and Akane. I think Sakura is the least likely of the three to be gambling. Other side of me, we have Jinsai Jack and Kyutaro. I'm sorry, the other side of me, Wattpad's Toko and Mew. Toko, who is singles champion. Singles co-champion, rather. Little Demons, Monica and Paimon. Paimon's in it for the Mora. Monica's in it for the Despair. Makoto and Maskoto from Fried Ice. Teru and March 7th. Haruka and Neo for Ice Cream Scoop. Racket of Psalm, Ryoma and Marin. The XLs and All Grown Up. Loaded Dice, Celeste and Kokichi. Winter is coming. Haiji and Monotaro. Tengen and Kafka from the Future is Now. Mocktails, Mixers, Ice. The gambling's about to be real nice with Samugi and Burnus, go! Pimp's Mafia, Kazuichi and Fuyuhiko, Talent Scout and Kizakura and Nekamaru. Buckshot Roulette, almost didn't have them in this episode, and I was like, no, Aventurine literally has to be in this episode. Seiko is getting dragged along. Talent Agency, Miss Maiko and freaking Sayaka. Fighting Females has Kotoko and Mizuki. Song and Dance has Crazy Oko and Robinhausen. Unfortunate Upbringings, Nagisa and Corey's in the house. Parental Guidance, Hiroko, and the other half of the singles champion's boss, Kiss of Death, Sato and Amame, Yehoda's Witnesses, Yehoda and Saint Junko, Blessed Be, Bata, the Brave, and Yuta from The Bold and the Brave, Older Twins, Mukuro, Imo, Hunger Games, Chiaki, Futaba, The Delinquents, Samando, and Wazi. Love and Peace, Love and Peace rather, Ibuki and Eito, Flowing Leaves, Hero, our Agent of Chaos, with Kazuha commanding officers, Monokuma and Sirei, Princess Parties, Sonia and Camilla, Two Tones. We got Gundam and Darumi, Carry On, Chisa, Capitano, Sunshine in My Pocket. We have Kaito and Leon, and last but not least, we have, That's So Raven. No Raven, but we do have Hajime. And it's time to start this thing. First and foremost, come back over here real quick. In terms of, I may need to resort this. Yes, so we are still at 6 people at 0. We got a whole hefty amount of them at 1, and there are quite a few of them in this episode, so we will be keeping eyes. And remember, you get in last, your whole team loses a point, so we could see some shenanigans. We got a lot of people still at, there's not as many people at 3 as I thought. 2 started 59, oh boy. Anywho, that's just a quick rundown. In terms of the people that are 0, we have almost a whole team. We have Masaru, we have Great Gozu, we have Kaede, and we have Nagito. We are getting close to that point. Where things get, crazy if you're at 0. I fear them. But before we talk about fear too much, there's a little fear that the sparring partners might be defending those championships. It's time to spin that thing. Are you ready? I hope you are, because it's about time to start. Let's spin this bad boy. You spin me right round, baby, right. No. Right round. Not the case today, but next episode will be here. Still wouldn't have hit if it were here, but that is a sizable chunk. We are getting into sizable chunk territory. I will just save that over that, because it is time to start this episode. First and foremost, make your picks first, second, and third. I don't want to. Realistically, so let me keep it a buck with you guys. I don't love to gamble real money. I don't think I've ever actually gambled, like been to a casino to gamble real money, actually. At some point in my adult life, I will probably do it one time. But I don't like losing real money. Gambling fake money, though? Absolutely. Gambling like video game money? Oh, 1,000,000% I'll do that. Regardless, let's take a couple of steps back, though. Do you have any memorable RNG moments? That, I think, will be our question of the day. What's your most memorable, wow, that was really lucky for me? Either from a video game or just from life in general? Let me know that. You guys were tasked with guessing what kind of cake I was making. It turned out really nice. In terms of, like, the cake itself, I think it was, like, it might have been the best, like cake consistency I've ever had. It was a nice, like, moist, fluffy cake in its face. It was very good. It was very good. Let me see what your guesses were, though. Because I'm going to comment on all of your guesses. There is a type of cake that I don't really like. And I think today's the day that I'm going to make it known. If I haven't already made it known. We've been doing this for 19 seasons. So it might be known. Last episode, I asked you guys to guess. Nobody is going to guess it because it is a crazy, crazy little combination opening. So the best archer is Azuru, but outside of him, probably Peko and Mukuro and Nekomaru. Best archer will be Makoto, and you bake a chocolate cake crust opening. That is the type of cake that I hate the most, actually. That might not be entirely true, but I don't really like a chocolate cake. I have to, like, really be in the mood for a chocolate cake. Generally, chocolate cakes, I like a chocolate icing. I like a, either a vanilla or, like, a standard cake. And a chocolate icing. I like that combination a lot, actually. But a chocolate cake, like the actual chocolate cake part, I'm not really a big fan. It's just like when I'm eating a chocolate cake, I'm like, I gotta have like milk or something with it. When I mean some other cake, I'm like, okay, this is just tasty. Milk is just an enhancer. Chocolate cake, it feels like it's a necessity. Regardless. That's my take. I don't love chocolate cake. I don't hate it, really. Like, if it's the only thing that's available, I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure. But like, if they have like the two types of cupcakes, like, would you like the chocolate cupcake or the vanilla cupcake? I'm like, give me the vanilla cupcake. Anywho. That's me. Question of the week number 1. Cop-out answer to pick Azuru because he's ultimate everything, but other than him, you guys really were out here picking Azuru for this. That's crazy. I think Rantaro probably had to hunt the old-fashioned way during the adventuring days. That's fair. Maybe a marbled swirl loaf cake. I've never baked a loaf cake for my birthday. As for flavors, you can't go wrong with vanilla cake with chocolate batter. Hey, that's what I'm talking to. Okay, I'm okay with a swirl, as long as it's not just like straight chocolate. You know what I mean? I like a swirl cake. I baked a swirl cake, but I don't think I baked a loaf cake. I baked what is it called? The mound kind of cake that has like the center. Oh my gosh, it's slipping my mind. I use it a handful of times, like for real. Anywho, not gonna belabor on that because I will be talking about cakes all episode. Kuzu saying, what will he have for his birthday? Why? Alice's cake, of course. I prayed for it, but it didn't happen. I'm gonna guess a strawberry cake. I have baked a strawberry cake for my birthday. I think my favorite was, of the strawberry variety, I baked a strawberry cheesecake cake. that had an actual cheesecake as that middle layer. I think I've certainly talked about that before because that cake went very hard, and I was like, we're cooking out here. Anywho, as for the question, actually I have a bit of knowledge that will help me. There's a, okay. And that's pulling a bow back is much harder than it looks, especially if you're pulling all the way back to get full effect. So you'd have to have strong arms, making my answer Peko, since her talent revolves around an arm-related sport to have good efficiency. Nice! Maki, obvious, fair enough. But that's not bad. That ain't bad. Not surprised Corey won considering it was his birthday. Oh, you know what? Good on Corey. He got a birthday win. I would be curious to see how many people have gotten birthday wins in the past. I would guess not many. Chihiro might have. Was the Ultimate episode on Pi Day and Chihiro won that episode? In 19th season, I feel like I can only think of 2, but it may be more, who knows. Great. I baked a key lime cake. You heard of key lime pie? Forget about it. I baked a key lime cake. The middle layers had like this lime curd filling that was just like, oof. That was very good. It was a very refreshing cake, you know what I mean? Regardless, key lime cake. It had like the graham cracker in it too, and I was like, okay, we're cooking here. And I was cooking. If I remember to put a picture up, I will put a picture up. It was very delightful. It was very good. It was not very evil. It was very delicious and very nice. I hope I already asked your question. Because if I didn't, I don't remember it. So hopefully I did. It is completely out of my mind. Let's start this episode. Pick first, second, and third. Give me Terra for first, give me Kafka for second, and give me So for third. Those are my picks. You made yours. Hey, let's start this thing. Are you ready? Well, if you're not, you better get ready because... Oh, is this... yeah, this is my current Switch 2 little thing. Oh, you know who's on it? Gengar. One of my best friends gave me kind of like a cover for the controllers and the deck and the controller like piece here. I don't have it on the controllers because those tend to like peel, but I do like to put them here and on the actual Switch. So you know, I was like, all right, we'll do that. That being said. No, I shouldn't do that. I'll do it. Gengar's Gen 1. I actually don't know what number Gengar is. If you don't know, go ahead and give a guess. If you do know, confirm. If I had to guess, if I'm playing Gen 1, it doesn't take you too long to get to Spooky. But I think you probably need at least like, I'd probably say it's about 50. 50, I would guess 53. What do we got? Hello? Okay, I guess I'll go to Bulbapedia. Come on. 94?! Well, I may have been wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, and forget it, we're starting. That's not how we start. With 94 times. Let's get the show on the road. I am losing my mind, but I'm not losing my heat. The AC is on today. The AC is on. We proceed and we see the bloodbath. We see the tributes. We see the horns, and they are bearing it. So bear it, my horn bearers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're done. We gotta get this thing recorded and out. Let's do it. Nekomaru gets his hand on a pair of scissors, commits genocide on Aventurine Barter the Brave, and Ruka. How could you, Nekomaru? That's Barter the Brave. That's fiendish behavior. However, It is also a bad time for Monotaro, who trips and falls off of his podium. So embarrassing, it feels one of his hearts shatter. So I need to... This is the wrong notepad. This is the right notepad. And this notepad has... let me start a new page for this. Okay, let me start another new page for this. Okay, let me start another new page for this. Okay, let me start another. There we go. Okay, we're good. This was Monotaro. -1. As Chisa, I think is... Oh no, we got a couple of things that we skipped. Leon smashes the Neo across the face with a brick. Neo shrugs off the blow. Futaba finds a talking Komodo dragon in the cornucopia. The reptile says that she's crazy Yoko extra large. Asnir's placed a curse on her. The only way... Where is Asnir, dude? For the curse to be broken is Futaba to kiss her. Futaba does it. Crazy Yoko extra large turns back to normal. Chisa snatches a pair of size. Boss finds some camping equipment. Tengen and Mizuki extra large engage in a fist fight. Wazi scares Hiroko away from the cornucopia. Oh my gosh. Corey also is losing a heart. Corey, were you a 1? I don't think so. I think he was at 1 and then he got his heart back, so I think he might have been a 2 because he won an episode. That being said, bad times, Corey. Fuyuko and Celeste are resurrected by the Lich King to kill the other tributes. I did ask you your what is your best RNG moment. Okay, great. I knew I had a question for today. I could not remember if I asked it. I did. I remember asking it. I'm getting old, you guys. I'm getting old. Sonya and Robinhausen make a secret pact to work together. Teruteru kills, Kotoko kills Teruteru with a hatchet. Mizuki finds a teleporter, teleports to the Despair Dimension. Who would build this teleporter? Who? I think there's a lot of candidates, actually. Not Mew, though, because she is killed with a sickle. Hajime runs away from the cornucopia. Camilla finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Ima rides a bison rides into the arena on a flying bison. Genocide Jack runs away from the cornucopia. C-Ray, your commanding officer, is the elusive Option 11. Kizakura kills Eito with a sickle. Eito out early. Maskoto, Monokuma, Toko get into a fight. Toko, the champion, triumphantly kills them both. C-Ray, Option 11, is now all alone. Sato runs away from the cornucopia. Darumi comes in the arena to capture a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna live to capture a dangerous killer, not for nothing. If Kafka kills So with his own weapon. Mukuro begins work on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. If Crazy Oko is the agent of chaos, target champion still alive, chaos reigns. It does not. Ibuki cries in despair. Samugi runs over her feet, trips over her feet rather, breaks her own neck on the way down. The Lich King is on a roll today, reviving Nagisa and Haiji, backed by popular demand. Kazuha. March 7th gets a backpack and retreats. Kokichi and Kazuichi engage in a brutal bare-knuckle brawl. It's one of the most vicious fights of their lives, with each bone-shattering punch threatening to kill. After hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends when Kazuichi snaps Kokichi's neck. Yikes. That gamble did not pay off, as the comment section bet all their coins on Seiko. So Seiko better win. Saint Junko runs away from the cornucopia, blessed be. If Kyutaro is the agent of chaos, he is not. Makoto runs away from the cornucopia. Amame and Monica try to find a way to escape. Bernice bashes Moko's head in with a mace. Bernice of Moko's gone. Yuta also finds as Komodo dragon. It's Marin, kissy. Marin lives and Yuta lives too. I'm so glad that nobody's perishing from these Komodo dragon kisses. Saika, well actually maybe the Komodo dragons are perishing, which is nice. Less Komodo dragons for me to have to deal with. Saika rides in the arena on a unicorn. Capitano and Chiaki make a secret pact to work together. If Paimon is the agent of chaos, she is not this season. Ryoma and Yehoda immediately become friends. Could I see it? I could see them being friends. Gundam runs away from the cornucopia. If Maiko travels in from a past game in her blue police call box, she's ready for a photo shoot. If Mondo is the agent of chaos, he is not. But you know who is? Hiro, who also loses a heart. We had 3 people on the heart loss. The heart loss thing, and I'll tell you what, Hiro is definitely low. I think he might have just hit 0. Is that true? Yeah, Hero was at 1. If things stand and he does not like win, Hero is at 0 hearts. We will continue. as Mizuki Extra Large, Paimon, and Mizuki. They're crossing streams and get to a scrum baby with Kaito, Chisa, and Camilla, who should deserves rather a title shot in AWE next. It's a good question. Robinhausen receives pancakes from Avi. Monotaro and reminisces about the year of the Ascent. Nagisa Akane and Kotoko hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I didn't show up. Yeah, y'all, Akane's right there. She just wants to eat all my pancakes. Don't think I don't see you, Akane. Don't think I don't remember about you and your congregation of alligators if they show up for you. The episode ends. Yuta gives Tengen his blessings to marry Seiko. Tengen and Seiko, they don't know what he's on about. Kazuha, Sirei, and Amame discuss the killing life so far. Sato uses Christmas magic to change the month to December. I will take that because it is too warm for me. Corey drops a jar of honey. Now they're gonna have to clean that out. Corey, you better clean it up well. You better be good, boy. Mark 7 confesses her love to Celeste. Celeste says, cool, see you, homie, and leaves. Haiji eats dirt. Delicious. Mukuro wakes up from a nap. Bernice isn't crying. She's sweating from her eyes. Nekamaru investigates the school grounds looking for clues. Neo takes Miss Maiko to Suplex City. Hiro can see the end of the horizon. Hatsune Miku! Ima creates a superior identity and lists Kutaro as a sidekick. Leon has balloons. Mono comes and just pops them. Durumi grabs a table. The audience cheers. Roars in excitement. Genocide Jack is ready for the year of the boss. As always, boss time, baby. Sony kills Capitano, then revives him as an undead minion. I don't know if that was quite kosher, Sonya. We like our Capitanos. Fuiko tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Futaba drives up to Makidano's, wants an ice cream. Fortune the machine is working. As we go on, and Ryoma repeatedly stabs Makoto. This has been actually a death light day, and bloodbath. Stabs Makoto to death with sighs over and over and over again. Fun fact, Chiaki is here specifically just to suffer. Monica, the Buki, poor Chiaki, and Marin perform a glorious air combo on Crazy Yoko Extra Large. Yehoda joins the Balloon Protection Squad. I don't like that. You are a bow user. You should be shooting down those balloons. Toko's allergies are so bad, it's no longer December, it's back to April, and I hate that. Saint Juko smells a rat. Kizakura and me, we go back. I don't know if we go way back. Kazuichi and I guess at this point, we go all the way back to AV Mania 1 in our main event match, don't we? I guess we go way back. Wazi is stronger than it appears. Gundam breaks down and starts weeping for an unknown reason. Sayaka tries to console him. Hajime eats cheese puffs. Kafka shares her pancakes with Hiroko. This kind act earns Kafka entry into the World Pancake Championship match. Get your pancakes, girl. Excellent. And the beat goes on. As Crazy Yoko does Crazy Yoko things, crazy things indeed. We are down, just 13 gone, out of a pretty large episode, so we will have a Claire de Lune first of all for Aventurine, literally the gambler of the episode, gone first. Bata the Brave, Ruka, Teru Teru, Mew, Eito, Maskoto, Monokuma, So, Samugi, Kokichi, Moko, Makoto. Was that Team Maskoto out? Yes, they're all the way out. That's crazy. Is it the only team that's all the way out? I mean, early doors, dude. Early doors. That's crazy. Control F. We have 57 left. Now, I know 57 can turn into like 27 with an arena event in the blink of an eye. But for right now, we still got a long way to go. And I guess a short time to get there. Tonight is the first Road to AV Mania of the first official night, so we gotta keep going. Y'all have potentially, if you're watching this on Friday, y'all got a show to see. As night one begins, Kyutaro puts his trust in Hajime. As Hajime strums his air guitar, he drops his air guitar to catch Kyutaro. He trusts that man with his life. Anywho, Gundam runs to Darumi, falls over, barely conscious. Darumi's eyes stare at the fallen Gundam before doing the caterpillar, dropping an elbow right on him. Robinhausen kisses all of her homies goodnight. Camilla, Haiji, and Mizuki XL. Oh my gosh. So Robinhausen is the master of curses. Do her kisses curse? Find out at 8. Mukura dyes her hair orange. I don't know if I like that. Nekamaru throws a party to shelter and invites Marin, Leon, and Miss Maiko. The party turns sour when they argue over what should be playing through the speakers. Clearly, Miss Maiko has a long list of, like, These are tracks from My Talent Agency. Leon wants to play some heavy metal rock probably, and Nekomaru, I don't know what the vibe is for Nekomaru. I feel like he's secretly just like smooth jazz. And Maren just wants to play whatever's in the top 100 list, because she's saying all that is cool. Yuta buys a D to a house, now you can have parties every week, baby. Sony does a quick prayer to a tool before going to sleep for the night. Amame goes to the Love Hotel with March 7th. Kizakura is gentle with Kafka. Sayaka sneaks into the back room of Yoko's, but unknown gets seen by Crazy Yoko, an employee of the store, who locks the door behind her. While running away from Cory, Yehoda twists her ankle, giving Cory the opportunity he needs to kill Yehoda, Cory. Well, probably a great friend for sister, so, hey, Yehoda, you made a new friend in death. Kazuha's reflection in the mirror distorts her own true self. Is he pleased with what he sees? Kotoko fears Yuta rather. In fact, she fears all of the Asahinas, a genocide Jack and Boss. The rest of us have been not welcome in a school environment. If XL is the agent of chaos, she is not. Ryoma feels himself developing a crush for Nagisa. Stop that. Get some help. Sato gets killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in her image. Futaba disowns Kazuichi for being a disgrace to the family, the Sakura family. Wazi finds a big red button, decides not to press, but actually trips and activates the button. Mondo, Ima, and Ibuki suddenly drop dead for no discernible reason. They are gonzo. Monica is bleeding out. Thankfully, she receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. Seiko attacks Bernice, but Hiroko protects her, killing Seiko. Bernice lives. Celeste submits an application to the squad. Hiro walks up and says, yeah, you're not getting in. If Tengen is the agent of chaos, he is not. Neo locks Mizuki in a coffin, buries her alive. Mizuki managed to escape. It's magic. In anyone else's hand, a microphone is just a microphone. But in Saint Junko's hands, it's a pipe bomb. Akane gives unknowingly eats toxic berries. Capitano panics and tries to cure Akane, but fails. Another life he must carry. Paimon has no weaknesses. You're dang right. Acknowledge her. As Chiaki starts a fire, Monotaro wants to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. He could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Chisa sings him a romantic song to Sirei, how sweet. I want to pretend that airplanes in the night. That's the song she's singing. Kaito receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Fuyiko's unknown sponsor is AV. Do I send some bias here? No. I don't support the Yakuza. I don't. And Toko finds a big red button. She decides to leave it be. We proceed again to day 2. As Neo starts writing a novel, will she ever finish it? We will see. Not if Ruby is around. She will say, forget this novel. I got someone to take out. Gundam finds the remains of a Viking ship. Kizakura tells Kaito that he is not the clown, but the entire circus. Wazi bashes the TV head. Kafa asks Chiaki if everything is okay. Crazy Yoko extra large sees a mommy holding a meeting with Leon, Fuyiko, and Nagisa. The rating pistol rates Sonya 13 points. I see. Robinhausen joins the balloon protection squad. Oh no, does that mean me as a balloon popper is cursed? I have balloons right there. I don't want to pop them because my mom bought them for me for my birthday. She is a big balloon fanatic, which is like really crazy to say out loud, knowing that I am against balloons, but not her balloons. No, her balloons are different. We can't pop those. Every other balloon can perish. Paimon takes out a whole bunch of people. Hiro, Toko, Hiroko, and Haiji are dead. That is 2 members of the Agent of Chaos. I'm sorry, a member of the Agent of Chaos and the champ. Boss's championship, at the very least, remains intact. Bernice, go, and Toko's clearly. Is confused why there's a pink Home Depot in the arena, but she's definitely gonna go anyway. Miss Maiko teaches Capitano some fighting moves. Little does Capitano know that Miss Maiko was teaching him wrong as a joke. I feel like he might know. Kyutaro, Mizuki Extra Large play tricks on Celeste, while Tengen steals from a room. Celeste notices what's going on and kills them all in a fit of rage. Murder everywhere. Yuta smacks the taste right out of Sato's mouth. Kotoko goes nya to annoy Sirei. Monica and Futaba grievously injure each other during a vicious fight. In order to survive, they nurse each other back to health. Sayaka puts on a pair of radical shades, says a one-liner, and puts on a second pair of radical shades on top of the first pair. Her coolness levels are so high. How high? Too high? The Darumi dodged from the exposure. How dead? Too dead? Kazuha, he sets an ice cream shack. Chisa buys some. It was Tasty. However, something's off. It turns out it was coated with poison. She is not alive. She is dead. Fun fact, Nekomaru's now here, specifically just to suffer. March 7th turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka. I thought you were cool again, March. Ice cool. Ryoma plants flowers around St. Juko's grave. Blessed be. He's just a follower now, actually. He's just a follower. I know this for now. That's just for everybody, you know? He's just saying, death is a guarantee in life, you know what I mean? So that's what he's doing. He's giving flowers to St. Junko. Mukura has drip, but Mizuki is the director of drip, and I will admit, she is kind of dripped out. Her attire is kind of goated. Kori has balloons. Camilla comes and pops them. Kazuichi finds the left half of Monotaro's body. Crazy Yoko dies from hunger. Marin declares her support to the entourage and summons Jack, who uses scissors on Marin. And Hajime, so not Haiji, two very different people. His unknown sponsor is Asnir of the 39th dimension. We actually lost a lot of people. Yeah, more than the bloodbath in the first day. We are down another 20 from, I think, our 57, leaving us at 37, and a Claire de Lune 4. Yehoda, Jack, Boss, Mondo, Ima, Ibuki, Seiko, Akane, Hiro, Hiroko, Toko, Haiji, Kyutaro, Mizuki, Tengen, Darumi, Chisa, Monotaro, Crazy Yoko, Marin. All the champions are out. Yeah, all the Agents of Chaos are out too. Well, I guess at that point it's kind of really just whatever. we have a guaranteed standard game now. Chilling with, as I said, 37 left. I think we'll do a quick slow. Let's look at this first row. Goodness gracious, a quick slow roll because it is time. It's time, baby. We'll proceed to night 2 as Fuyuhiko, Miss Maiko, Yuta, Kafka, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, and Saint Juko enter a scrum debate with each other. They argue over which of them will make it the furthest in this game. I got Kafka. She earned some Pancake Championship appearance today. I could say Saint Junko, but I think she's gonna bless somebody today, as she always is a blessing to all of us. Blessed be. Kafka's got this. Amame, yes, queen! Ibuki graces Kaito and Robinhausen for the. Hold on a minute. Does Ibuki's grace, which is a blessing, cancel out the Robinhausen curse? Hi, I'm the United States Aviator, and today, we're power scaling. And what happens when you throw the United States Aviator's jinx into the mix? Find out at 8. Kizakura, Chiaki, Ryoma, Nekomaru play a friendly game of Uno. Ryoma wins. Hajime takes power. 247 million perish, including Monica. Nagi-san, nobody's raining chaos today. Calm yourself. Bernice hops into inflatable culture and talks about how she's emergency food. That's the wrong Hoyo game. She still might have a problem. Sayaka's submitting application to duel in the squad. Sayaka, really? You... Yeah, tell her, Gundam. She ain't getting in. What you talking about? Camilla, on the other hand... We could talk about it. Mizuki receives Yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. March 7th has a dream of Celestial winning. Is this a premonition? Sato stood in the ash of a trillion dead souls. Asked the Ghost of Honor. Matters. The silence was their answer. Amon appears behind Kazuichi. What are you still doing here, Amon? He's stealing their abilities. Kazuichi is now just a normal dude. Capitano has no weaknesses. Futaba walks barefoot across a carpet of Legos, going against all logic and reason. Powers to the pain and reaches the other side. Once she reaches the other side. Paimon has decided to let him into a fight. Paimon gets clapped by the repairman. Kotoko introduces Mukuro to her long-lost twin Kotoka, while she is also in a scrum debate with, on her side, Wazi and Neo, against Kori, Kazuichi, Kazuha, and Sonya, over who's gonna leave the entourage next. I think it's gonna be the leader. Kazuichi's gonna he's gonna disband the entourage. Sirei receives spaghetti from an unknown sponsor. We proceed one more again. It is day 3, and Bernice gets a secret admirer from a gift from a secret admirer. Who gave Bernice this? Oh my gosh, this awful gift. Disgusting and downright terrible. Neo gives Camilla her blessings to marry Corey. Corey and Camilla are like, what the heck is going on? Corey is like, the only one for me is my sister. Celeste stabs Fuiko with a sword, revives him with a wish ring, repeats the process until the wish ring burns their hand. Fuiko runs off. It started... When did it start? Let me tell you. It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon her wrist with secrets that it hid. Now she's got superpowers. She's no ordinary kid. She's Futaba 10. We go on, and this is a Ben 10 theme song is pretty dapper, it's pretty dope. Anywho, Amame and Avi, we go. Yeah, we go way back. We do. Saint Juko and Leon and Crazy Yoko, they get some invitations. Hold on. First of all, you first of all have been blessed with birthday invitations from the Saint Junko, blessed be, and you have the audacity, the temerity, the moxie to tear them up in front of her very eyes. She's funny, creepy, fast and strong. She's every shape and size. She's Saint Junko. Gundam is trying to overthrow Avi. It fails miserably to survive thanks to Yuta. Miss Maiko is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. Hajime hands Kaito and Nekomaru an invitation to his birthday party. They both tear up the invitation before his eyes. This is more acceptable. Ryoma is the best there is, the best there was in Gosnar, the best there ever will be. Mizuki trips on a common place banana peel, accidentally breaks her neck, yikes. Nagisa, my employee of the month, asks if he can join the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Hey, my boy, for everything you've done, absolutely not. March 7th wants this round to be Bloodline Rules. Kafka catches Sonya crawling in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking her thumb. It seems like she's lost to Kizakura. Grabs the table, the audience cheers in excitement. Sato, Kotoko, and Kazuo receive report cards evaluating their performance this game. Sato gets an A, Kotoko gets a C, Kazuo gets a big fat F. Kazuichi is ready for the year of the Mukuro. I think a lot of people are. We like our Mukuros out here. C-Ray, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous tag team champions who are dead, but they still feel the power. Capitano, Sayaka kiss under the mistletoe. Chiaki finds a violin but gets played horribly, much to Robin House's frustration. Avi, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Wazi? It's really low. Cause I like Wazi a lot. I'll say it's a 2. I'll say it's a 2. It might be a 1, but I'll say it's a 2. We'll proceed. We only lost 3, which is kind of crazy. It's declared a losing 4. Monica, Paimon, Mizuki. Yeah, just seeing 3 when there are 37 left is a little crazy. Little crazy. That means we got 34 remaining. The first 2 rows are almost completely gone, which is something to take note of. But there are still a handful of teams, more than a handful of teams actually, that are still completely in. We still got a whole chunk of game left. But let's see where that chunk ends, and see if we lose a chunk of people right here, right now. Oh man, I don't know what they decided. Celeste, Kotoko, and Amame get into a scrum debate with Hajime, Nekomaru, and Robinhouse, and they argue over whether or not to kill Gundam. Gundam Tanaka? The Supreme Overlord of Ice? You better decide, argue not to do it. Sato finds a virus in the simulator and is killed by it. Fuiko is gentle with Sayaka. Burnison misses their planned meeting with Saint. Junko has a sad feeling in her chest. She's like, oh no, I miss my Saint. Neo has a fever dream while sleeping. She wakes up to Kyoko standing over them. Kazuichi, Miss Maiko, and Sonya look for more people to become friends with. Kazuha puts his trust in Nagisa, allows them to fall backwards. Nagisa does nothing and watches them fall. How rude. March 7th gets infected with a despair disease, starts insulting everyone who passes her by relentlessly. Leon, Kizakura, enter Ryoma's mind. It was a pleasant trip filled with sunshine and rainbows and cats. Chiaki tries to set up a trap, but unfortunately ends up trapping herself. Crazy Yoko Shalarski gets infected with a despair disease as well, starts clinging to Wazi. Corey, Kafka, Kaito get into a scrum debate with Yuta, Capitano, and Camilla. They argue over whether or not to kill Futaba. Ultimately, they decide to do it. Oh man. That means Gundam probably lived. Easy. Mukuro begs Siri to stay, begs to stay at Siri's camp, but when he refuses, rather, saying if Mukuro was even remotely smart, they would have prepared their own camp. Mukuro, however, visibly frustrated, tells Siri that they, pardon me, goodness gracious, cursed. It died halfway through. That being said, we gotta watch C-Ray now. Well, okay, I guess I trust C-Ray. No, I don't. Capitano creates his super identity and enlists Crazy Oko as his sidekick. I give some pancakes to C-Ray, he's gonna need them. Amame, Kizakura, and Neo get into a scrum debate with Saint Junko, blessed be, Hajime and Sonya over which is better, boneless wings or bone-in wings. Unfortunately, it looks like Saint Junko was on bone-in. So for one day and one day alone, bone-in. Fuyuko gets a gift from Mr. Myers, a box of chocolates. Nagisa grabs the table, the audience cheers in excitement. Nekomaru washes hands in the river. March finds a bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Camilla comically trips on a comically placed banana peel and comically breaks her neck. Haha. Gundam throws sand in the eyes of Mukuro and runs off. Wazi pile drives Corey into the rampaging flames of their campfire, sacrificing him to the fire god, and I believe ensuring that he is now not at 0. We'll check. We'll have to check. Kazuichi and Kafa kiss under the mistletoe. Yuta breaks down and starts weeping for an unknown reason. Sayaka works at Yoko's Items of Misfortunes after be hiring. Chiaki is horrified when Kazuha goes to a job interview. Leon picks up the phone. No caller ID, it's just Burnus on the other line insulting him. Ryoma writing a Danganronpa remake where Celeste is the protagonist, interesting. Kaito's the antagonist, interesting. And Kotoko's the mastermind. I would read it. Sato stops at the ice cream shack, nobody comes. Robinhausen is not funny and she has never been funny and she will never be funny as we proceed. We lost another 3. We are tiptoeing this episode. Geez Louise after a Clay de Lune 4. Futaba, Camilla, Corey in the house. We are still in the 30s. Goodness gracious. We got to 30s quick, and then we went from 37 to, what, 34, and now to 31. We are not gonna dilly-and-dally on this screen for too long, because there's not much to dilly-and-dally about. We scroll down, we only lost 3 people. So we gotta keep going. We gotta keep the show on the road. We proceed again as Kaito shoots an arrow at Nagisa, but it misses and ends up killing Kafka. Ryoma, Kazuichi, Sonya, Bernice, all find a big red button. Ryoma presses it. They all say, "You've doomed us! You've doomed us all!" Expecting something bad to happen, but instead, that sound like the horns. Yeah, it do, baby. Alright. Thank you, One Bears. Thanks for doing your part. Hajime turned out to be a clone, and Sato was the original Hajime all along. Admittedly, staring at these two right now, I could see it being some sort of cloning situation. They have some similar features. I could see it. I could see it, honestly. Yuta and Saint Junko get lost in the coldest part of the arena. Capitano fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops a tab. Kotoko gets blasted in the face with a stream of soda. March 7th respects XL. Doesn't love her, but respects her. Kazuha is drinking his hot chocolate. It's so good that he doesn't stop drinking and dies from a sugar overdose. Avi, the ultimate jinx. That's me! Comments on how well Amame is doing. Mukuro, we even go way back. Mukuro walks up to Amame and says, "Dang, that's worse than my curse." Neo latches on to Nekomaru's back, blows herself up to try and protect Leon. The attack works and Nekomaru is blown to smithereens. Gundam falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Robinhausen presses a big red button as if she had a death wish, much to her disappointment. The button doesn't do a thing. Chiaki is an international super spy. Sayaka goes to the Love Hotel with C-Ray, and Celeste, and Wazi, and Miss Maiko, and Fuyuhiko. She don't survive, but she die happy. I forgot that event was in here. Kizakura finds an Etch-a-Sketch. After a few hours, he draws another Etch-a-Sketch. Trippy. We are going on to day 5, as Bernice makes a life-size cardboard cutout of freaking Sayaka to spite Avi. I thought we were cool, Bernice. I thought we were cool. You're one of my goats, girl. Come on. Capitano. Yeah, buddy. Kizakura and Fuyuhiko engage in an Agni Kai. Fuyuhiko wins, leaving... Kizakura wins, leaving Fuyuhiko completely incinerated. Goodness gracious. Saint Junko is the best in the world. Wazi and March 7th are sitting in a tree. K-I-L-L-I-N-G. Miss Maiko, no. But we love her. Celeste buys AV merchandise from AV's wares and despairs. Hajime holds Mukuro's head underwater. Mukuro grabs him, pulling him under the lake with her. They both have to simply swim away because they're unable to kill one another. Sato asks for Kotoko's axolotl. Kotoko, of course, has that axolotl right in a bucket. Nagisa does Nagisa things. It's Robinhausen's birthday! Happy cursed day to you are cursed. Kazuichi, Yuta, Amame, Sirei swim into a mystical, magical lake hidden deep beneath the arenas whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms themselves. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. It is adorable. Sirei, you are pretty much already a chibi form of yourself. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could get chibier, I suppose. Sonia punches Hecto off of a cliff, screaming, "Punch Club forever!" to the heavens. We like that. As Chiaki, Leon, and Ryoma play Crazy Official Arts in cards. We still didn't lose that many. Never mind. Never mind then. I was about to say that we still didn't lose that many people. However, as everyone looks on their phones, they click a strange app and are transported to the metaverse. Wazi steals various valuables from the palace. Amame is unable to awaken the power of Persona. Is quickly picked off by the shadows. Capitano is still also stealing a couple things. Celeste, unable to awaken the power of Persona, is also picked off quickly by the shadows. Sirei and March 7 theorize about just whose palace this is. Chiaki and Hajime both steal valuables from the palace. Kazuichi is surrounded by shadows and is unable to survive. Nagisa is unable to awaken the power of Personas, picked off quickly by the shadows. Yuta drives around. He never saw it. Yeah. Collecting of flowers. Passes Kizukuro, waves and says, "Good job." Ryoma, Saint Junko, Mukuro, and Bernice perform an all attack on a shadow, obliterating it. However, these four, Kotoko, Robin, Housing, Crazy Yoko, Extra Large, and Leon attack a shadow with these mysterious rattling chains. They do not survive. As Sato and Sonia are just out here stealing, and what had turned into not so many people turned into 17 instead. I think just over half the field. Alright then, I guess we are going much faster now towards the end. It is a Claire de Lune for Kafka, Kazuha, Neo, Nekamaru, Gundam, Sayaka, Fuihiko, Miss Maiko, Kaito, Amame, Celeste, Kazuichi, Nagisa, Kotoko, Robinhausen, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Leon. Boy howdy, do we have way less people. It is our final 14. We were still in the 30s, we skipped the 20s, and we are steamrolling now towards Saving Grace Fix. March is still in here. Ryoma as well, Talent Scouting's Kizakura, Mocktails Mixer's Ice is Bernice. Saint Junko. Do it for the vine. Kiss of Death Star Sato, Bold and the Brave Star of Yuta, Wazi for the Delinquents, Hunger Games of Chiaki, Older Twins have Mukuro, Carry On have Capitano still around, Commanding Officer Sirei, Princess Party, Sonia, and No That's So Raven with Hajime. No full teams left. 14 people and everyone's on their own. Let's see, do we get to Saving Grace Fix? Maybe, because I do believe we will probably get to the feast this time as Hajime can't decide whether Saint Junko should live or she should die. If Kizukura is the Agent of Chaos, and their target champion is still alive, Chaos reigns. Bernice sets Mukuro on fire with a Molotov. Sonia attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Sato, killing them both. Wazia runs into Sirei, barely conscious. Sirei, very tiny, hits the caterpillar. Not of great effect because he is so small. After repeatedly losing to March 7th in chess, Chiaki tosses the March 7th into the campfire. Oh, super effective. Ryoma eats a turducken, yum. Hopefully you can walk it off during the game. I don't think I've had a turducken. Maybe I'll call my brother who's like, you should do a turducken for Thanksgiving. And he'd be like, yes. Yudo's bleeding out, thankfully receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor, and Capitano's allergies keep him up all night. We proceed to, it is indeed, the feast, and the cornucopia is replenished with food, and weapons, and tributes from the families of the tributes, not tributes from the families of the memoirs. Okay, look, Yuta, you ain't the Agent of Chaos. Chill. Capitano, however, he sets off an explosive. Kizukura, bam. Sirei, bam. Boom, bam. Wazi, bam, bam, boom, bam. All gone. Bernice decides not to attend the feast. Chiaki, Hajime, and Ryoma start fighting, but Hajime runs away as Chiaki kills Ryoma. Short man's down. And Saint Junko lives, gathers as much food as possible in a bag before fleeing. We are well within your final 10. Do we take out more people? We'll see. Yes, because Yuta plays chess with death and loses the game and his life. Hajime throws some sand. Hajime and Chiaki, they're bonding by Chiaki going blind and Hajime being the cause. Bernice is ready for the year of St. Junko. I knew she was a follower, baby. Blessed be. And Capitano commits a crime rather than runs away giggling, so unless there's an arena event, haha, there's not. 9 people remain. 5 people are left. Yeah, it's your final 5. After this Clear Day Loon, 4. Mukuro, Sonia, Sato, March 7th, Kizakura, Sirei, Wazi, Ryoma, Yuta. Are you ready? It's time. It's my favorite time of the episode. We got 5 people left, and one of them St. Junko. 1 in 5 chance, baby. You know who I got to pick for these saving grace picks, huh? But Avi, what are saving grace picks? Well, let me talk to you. This is a big old game, so I bet you were wondering to yourself, how am I ever gonna pick first, second, and third? How am I gonna get these correct picks? How are your picks? Probably terrible, probably god awful, probably real bad. But I'm gonna help you out because I'm a nice guy. You can make some new picks in your comment, in the comments, in your comments, whatever you gotta do to make your saving grace picks known. I will make mine known as well. We have 5 competitors. You can pick between Capitano from Carry On. No, that's so, Raven. Hajime. We have Hunger Gamers. Chiaki, which, you know, fair enough. Yehoda's Witnesses. Blessed be. St. Junko. And Mocktails, Mixers, Ice. Burnus, go! Make your picks first, second, and third. I will make mine as well. And then we'll carry on. I gotta pick. You know what? I said it myself. She's not gonna win. She's just gonna bless somebody. I think she's blessing Burnus, go! A devout follower. Burnus takes the victory. St. Junko will get second, and I'm gonna take Capitano for third. Those are my top 3. Will you pick the same top 3 as me? I'd advise against it because I am a little bit of a jinx. Just a little bit, just a wee bit. Remember, top 3 get bonus hearts, and first place gets a heart for their entire team. Could be useful, especially if I don't think any of these teams are too in the rough. Chiaki might be missing a heart. Would be good for Chiaki probably, but I digress. Those are your final 5. You made your picks, and although we are skipping Samurai Woman, they are all caught. What we would like to call within our final 5 a crisis of fate. Let's do it. Let's knock it out. Final 5 C's to start things off. Hajime. Ask Capitano, oh, what are you? Capitano responds with death and then kills Hajime. That is one of my non-picks. That's one of my non-picks. Chiaki receives spaghetti from the known sponsor. Bernice finds an etch-a-sketch shows St. Junko, the portrait made for her. St. Junko loves it and blesses Bernice with a kiss on the forehead. Blessed be Sister Bernice. You love to see it. We are down to your final 4. It is Capitano, it's Chiaki, it's Burnus, go, and it's St. Junko. Next round C's. Oh gosh, she turned on her! This is sacrilege. Chiaki walks up to a lemonade stand and she says to Capitano running the stand, hey, bum, got any grapes? Bernice kills St. Junko for her supplies. Bernice is a sinner. But we do have our top 3 now. I can't believe she's done this. Is it over? Oh, it's almost over. Bernice cuts Capitano in line. Capitano cuts Bernice with a knife. Capitano. Somebody had to do it. Chiaki works at Avi's Words and first clocks out and heads back to the arena. I'm also shocked that we had an arena event right there. We are now down to your final 2. It is a Clear Day Loon 4. Where am I? Oh, it's not. It's a terrible turnabout actually for. Hajime, St. Junko, Burnus, go. I have to ask you guys the question. Who will it be? Chiaki, Capitano. Third place is sealed for the traitor, the sinner, the sacrilegious Bernice. But either Chiaki or Capitano will take the victory. Will Saint Junko bless Capitano for killing her killer? Her follower turned rogue? Or will the religion fall apart and Chiaki will take the victory? Make your picks in the comments right now. Will it be Chiaki? Capitano? Both? Either. No matter what, it all ends right here, right now. Fate dictates one answer. That answer today is Chiaki hits Capitano with a ladder off the cliff. She said, I am a woman who stands in a world above saints. And she walks out as your winner tonight. From the Hunger Gamers. For her fellow gamers, I believe, Futaba and Chihiro. Chiaki survived this whole shebang. Made it all the way here. Watched as religion fell apart. And earns the hearts for her team. Hey, what can I say, girlie? She she knocked it out for real. Congratulations once again to Chiaki. We will take a brief peek at your top 10. More so your top 3. That's going to be Capitano, Bernice, and Chiaki. I don't think either of you two have lost a heart. But Chiaki may have. This may have actually been good for Chiaki. Here. Chiaki. Yes, so she is now back up to 3, so good for her. And her team. Let's go A to Z on this. Her team was fine. But since she's in first, I think her team actually does get the boost. So they will both be at 4, which means Chihiro goes up to 4. Good for Chiaki. She bolstered her team. She is now the lowest member of her team, but it is what it is. Capitano, I'm pretty sure, has not lost a heart, but we'll check. Capitano had not, and I don't believe that Bernice had either. Maybe Bernice had. I think she came in, like, low one time. Nope. That being said, Monosuke, I think I said Monotaro earlier, or maybe it was Monosuke. Anywho, Monotaro, yeah, I was gonna say Monotaro's already lost a heart. Monotaro's about to be a 1-2, jeez Louise, and Monotaro is not in here all the time, for real. So that's impressive. You were doing impressively bad, Monotaro. 40th place, but he did lose a heart from shenanigans. Corey also loses one. I did want to check on Corey while we're here. Oh no, Corey was at 4. I'm tripping. Corey's completely fine. He's now back down to 3, and Hero is the one we were worried about, actually. And I think we confirmed that Hero is going to 0, and I think it's crazy because, well, he's the Agent of Chaos, so it's going to be very fitting for him to be very chaotic a little bit later in the season. Our bottom 10 were Aventurine, Barter, Ruka, Teru, and Mew, followed by Eito, Maskoto, Monokuma, So, and Samugi. That is your bottom 10. Eito, I think, might have come in the bottom 10 before, hasn't he? Yeah, look at that. He's gonna be a 1 heart too. Oh man, I don't want to see Eito as the person with this this mid-season. If you're at 0 perk, that's ooh boy. don't love the sound of that. He'll be it would fit him too. It would fit him too. That being said, congratulations to the rest of our top 10. Saint Junko, it should have been you. Hajime, Yuta, Ryoma, Wazi, Sirei, and Kizakura. That's your top 10. We will proceed one more again as Nekamaru. Started this off by taking out my boy Barter the Brave, Aventurine, and Ruka. Fiendish behavior. But it all ended with a ladder. Capitano taken down. You know, Chiaki, maybe you gotta get your ladder. You gotta get a ladder flex in here sometime. We proceed one more time. The Hunger Gamers. They pulled it off. Chiaki as their victor. And of course, Capitano 6 KOs. Wazi 6, Celeste and Paimon 4. Burnus 3, Chiaki 3, Kaito 3, Nekomaru 3, and Kafka 2. And everyone else 2 or less. We go back to the Reaping, and that is our episode. We are tonight officially on the road to AV Mania. Get that energy going because we have a ladder match qualifier for the ages. It is Yukiko, it is Rise, whew, and it is the one and the only Bayonetta. So you're gonna want to tune in tonight, as well as Hina going one-on-one with Skull. All eyes are gonna be on that matchup. A little bit of friction in the repaired. A lot more is on the show tonight. Tenna's in action. What else did Sunday tell me? Tag team turmoil, 2 matches. 2 teams that have not had a match are guaranteed to fight. At the very least, we could have 4 of them do it. Actually, we'll see how it happens. That is all of that, rather, and more tonight, as well as kicking off the show. A true Road to AV Mania throwback, kicking off this Road to AV Mania the same way that it did 5 years ago. It will be Kyutaro Burgerberg, Young Mitarai, and the champion, the Fight Forever champion, Sojiro Sakura. In a triple threat match of what kind? We'll see. For the Fight Forever championship. That is that's a lot. That's a lot already, and there's still so much more. It is a can't miss show, and it'll be can't miss for the rest of August. Toodaloo Flight Crew. I'll be watching too, so y'all, I'll see y'all later. And thank you as always for watching.